the weather reports don't seem to be accurate. There's a lot of scare tactics up here, and there's not a whole lot of action when it comes to the weather and Mother Nature actually produces. Hey, I'll tell you what, if your bags are packed, if you got a trip planned up here to Reno, you just might want to sit tight, watch this video, and you may be canceling your trip, because I'll tell you what, winter is here. Hey guys, Logan on Williamson here, representing Williamson Professional Real Estate Sales. Thank you for stopping by the channel. As you know, on this channel, you get everything related to what it is like to live, work, eat, sleep, and play up here in Reno, Nevada. We talk about the real estate market. We talk about all things Reno. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, smash that like button, because it helps this channel reach a lot more people. I'll tell you, I've got people contacting me from all over. I'm working with people from Maine, from New Hampshire, from Vermont, from New York, from North Carolina, and everybody that is used to snow is looking at Reno going, oh my gosh, I've got nothing to worry about up there. But the folks that are not used to snow, the clients that I'm working with from Florida, from South Africa, from Australia and the warm parts of Australia, the folks that are not used to snow, they're simply thinking that Reno is some problem when it comes to weather and when it comes to the snow load. So in this video, I want to take some time and I want to talk about what the heck is going on with the weather up here in Reno. It is January 18th and we are right in the heart of winter. So let's check it out. All right, so as you can see, I'm up here. I've got the beautiful Reno skyline behind me. As I mentioned, it is January 18th. We're in the heart of winter here in Reno. Now, we're gonna have a little bit of street noise tonight. The audio might be poor. It's nothing we can't handle on this channel. I'll tell you what, I've been touring all day yesterday, been touring all day today, helping my fantastic clients get into a home in this competitive market. Just got a workout in and we've got a couple minutes to film here. There's just enough light. I can still squeak out a video. And I'm getting so many questions from people that are asking me things related to the weather. Like I mentioned, I've got clients from Florida, I've got clients from Australia, I've got clients coming down from Texas. These folks that just don't experience snow. And they're asking me, they're saying, hey, what the heck can I expect up here in Reno? Is it overwhelming? Am I gonna be completely overwhelmed with the snow when I get up there? I've got a two-wheel drive vehicle. I've never driven in the snow before. What the heck is going on? Is it something that's going to be doable for me, or do I need to look elsewhere in a place that's a bit warmer, maybe like New Mexico, maybe like Arizona? Well, I'm here to tell you, yeah, it was a little bit of clickbait. The snow is here. Yikes, just kidding. January 18th, not a single flake of snow to be seen up here in Reno. Now, back in December, we did have a thumbnail dusting, and what I will tell you, just like you're gonna see in some of the B-roll that I shot downtown this afternoon, there's no snow here. When it did snow, typical to Reno, what we normally see is the weather rolls in. It either comes in north of town from the northwest, it rolls in through North Lake Tahoe through Truckee and hits the north end of town, and sometimes gets down to the south end of town, or exactly the opposite. The snow rolls in from South Lake Tahoe through Carson City all the way up into Reno, and sometimes hits the north side of town. Now, usually we're looking at a thumbnail dusting up to maybe a couple inches, and I'll tell you, typical Reno weather when it comes to snow is that this snow is going to be completely burned off the morning after. Now, being born and raised up here in Reno, having spent over 30 years up here, I will tell you that the worst snow that I think I've ever experienced up here in Reno was about 1.5 feet. And with the plows and with everybody that's out here, literally that snow had burned off by, I believe it was about 4:30 the next day. The snow is not a problem here. I drive a two-wheel drive, front-wheel drive vehicle. Now, if you are looking at vehicles to drive in the snow, I will tell you, get a front-wheel drive vehicle. You don't push a string, you pull a string. It's just common sense. But a front-wheel drive vehicle is going to be just fine up here. Now, yes, when there is snow, when the pass over Donner is closed, you're not going to be able to get through. But if there are chain restrictions, cable chains over Donner Pass are going to be just fine. I've done it a couple hundred times, cable chains on a two-wheel drive, front-wheel drive vehicle, and you're just fine. And in many cases, I actually do quite a bit better than a lot of the all-wheel drive vehicles that are up there without snow tires. Now, in Reno right now, again, mid-January, we've had one thumbnail dusting of snow. A lot of people are talking about climate change. A lot of people are talking about a number of different things, a slew of different things as to why the weather is not here. But I will tell you that regardless of when and if the weather comes in, this is standard Reno weather, and this is a typical Reno winter. And this is coming from a guy that's seen over 30 of them, okay? So I want to talk to you a little bit because it's almost inevitable that we will see some snow this year. And I've mentioned it in past videos. We've got about 3 springs that happen up here in Reno. So, I mean, it's crazy because going down, doing runs downtown, doing things out here recreationally, you're still seeing people that are driving around in convertibles. You're still seeing people that are wearing short sleeve shirts when they're out walking their dogs. They're out enjoying the sunshine during the day, during the heat of the day. Let's call it between 11 and 3 p.m. As you can see, I'm out here in a jacket. But overall, the weather is still nice here. Now, it's a little bit of a false illusion because even though we do have the days that are getting up into the 60s here in the afternoons, inevitably we're going to see a little bit of snow. Now, what'll typically happen is, I mean, gosh, who knows? There's a 40% chance of precipitation and snow on Friday. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Nobody really knows. The weather reports don't seem to be accurate. There's a lot of scare tactics up here, and there's not a whole lot of action when it comes to the weather and Mother Nature actually producing. But I will tell you that we are going to get snow at some point this year. Now, what will that look like? It'll look like snow, then it'll look like a warm front of weather, then it'll look like more snow, or another cold front, and then it'll warm back up, and people will think that we're moving right into the spring and into the summer. It'll get cold again, and then sure enough, when we roll into April, May, we're gonna start to see it actually warm up. We're gonna see a true third spring, which is gonna be the true spring, and then we're gonna roll into some summer months, which hopefully this year are gonna be absolutely incredible. Now, I will tell you that the Truckee River, even though walking down there today, it's a little bit higher. I think up in Tahoe City, they started to release a little bit more water down into the river, but we're not getting a whole lot of snow melt this year, which, as you can see, we've got a very minimal snowpack. We do have snow-capped mountains up in Truckee and up on Mount Rose, but it's very, very minimal. We've got some ski resorts that are opened at a pretty minimal capacity. They're doing a lot of man-made snow up there. You got a lot of skiers and snowboarders this year that are a little bit upset because the snow is not here yet. But I just wanted to take a few minutes. I wanted to come up here with the beautiful skyline, beautiful downtown behind me, and just tell you guys that if you're considering Reno as your next place to live, maybe you've accepted a job offer up here, or maybe you've just got questions about what the heck's going on up here, you're considering it as your next home, reach out. I want to talk to you. The weather is not something to worry about up here in Reno. Mid-January, there's nothing on the ground. Do you need to think about it? Absolutely. Do you need to think about your morning commute? Do you need to think about getting your kids to daycare and to school? Absolutely. Is it going to be something that you're going to have to rack your brain over and over and over again because the snow load is so heavy here? You're going to have to think about plowing your driveway. You're going to have to think about removing it from your roof, and then you're going to have to think about living your life with the snow as this big, this big headache, this big factor. I'm telling you, it's not a significant issue up here. Trust me when I tell you, from a guy that's been here his whole life, the snow is not anything to worry about. You're not going to get the same snow like you're going to get up in Utah. You're not going to get the same snow like you're going to get in Denver. You're not going to get any sort of snow like you're going to get back east. It's just something that is a minimal issue up here in Reno. Okay, now hey, I hope you found this content valuable. I'm up here in Northwest Reno. As you can see, a couple of these homes that are right behind where I was just filming have incredible views. There's actually one for sale right down the street in the $500,000 to $600,000 range, and some of the most beautiful views of Reno that you're going to see in an affordable price range. If you're considering buying or selling real estate in Reno, I want to talk to you. My name is Logan Allen Williamson. I represent Williamson Professional Real Estate Sales. My information is going to be in this video below, all over the place. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't, at Logan Allen, the Reno Realtor, or Logan, the Reno Realtor, one of the two, you'll find me. Look up Logan Allen Williamson. But hey, I can't wait to talk to you soon, and I'll get another video out for you guys here shortly. Thanks.